Now coming to the method of exploration. We have a four methods here. The first one is a trial and test pits, second one is a boring, and the third one is a geophysical sounding tests. Fourth one is other in situ tests. Here trial or test pits, this one we will see. Trial and test pits means here you can see the figure by using some pickaxe and some shovels and all, you are going to dig the soil and manually you are going to dig. Of course you can dig it by using some advanced machines also, bulldozers and all, and you are going to dig and you are going to collect the soil sample in the pan or in the bag, and those soil samples will be obviously disturbed soil sample, and that you will bring it to the lab and you will study the properties. Here this technique can be used for 3 meter depth or near to that one. More than that if you go, then the manual, if you are going, the person will get very hard strata, therefore he cannot go, and by using machines also it becomes very costly. Next, advantages of this one, you can go through this one. Disadvantages of the trial test pits, you can go through. Then bring boring methods. Boring methods means we are going to put a small diameter hole inside the ground and it will go very deeper and deeper, go up to 20 meter, 30 meter, even sometimes 40 meter also, by using different boring. Auger boring. Auger means what? You can see here the figure is there. This is a auger. I think you might be seeing this auger, a small auger tool which will be there with the carpenter. He will use this tool to put a hole into the wood. The same auger we are going to use it for the field also. That it will be advanced, rotating and advancing inside, and it may be manually or mechanically you can insert, and it will go up to some 25 meter, or even some mechanically operated augers can go up to 50 meter also. And these auger helicals, there soil will be attached and that soil will be checked here. And of course this auger boring also gives you disturbed soil sample, and it is used only to get the different depth, different soil stratas which is there below the ground, and even you can get the depth of soil strata. Okay. And wash boring techniques. Wash boring technique, this also gives you undisturbed soil sample. You can see the figure here. You can see the figure here. Here one casing is there. We'll go one by one. Here chopping bit is there. Chopping bit means here a sharp edge will be there and it will vibrate and it will hit the ground here. And water flow is there. Hollow drill rod is there. This is a hollow drill rod, and this hollow drill rod is connected to chopping bit, and by using some mechanical this machines and all, it will be vibrating and hitting to the ground. And along with that one there will be some water which we are going to put inside this hollow pipe, and that water also hits to the ground with that jet will be there, it will hit to the ground, and whatever the soil which is chopped here, and that becomes powder, and that powdered slurry will come around this hollow pipe and it will be settled in the settling tank. And this settling tank is allowed for some about 2 or 3 hours. Then the soil will be settled down and the top water is that what removed, and the bottom soil which is collected, that can be used for testing purpose after drying. Okay, this is called as a wash boring. Of course this also give you undisturbed disturbed soil sample, because it is disturbed in all the way. Water content disturbed, particle size disturbed, and even minerals and all, each and everything is washed out. Then why we are doing this one? Because to get a particular strata, say for example this black cotton soil, up to what depth this black cotton soil is there below, that we need to get. And after that if you get a red mud here, then you can conclude that after black cotton soil some red mud is there. Okay, like that you can get it. You can see how wash boring technique can be done in the practical way. Here the persons, they are rotating and they are pressurizing the casing inside, and the casing is moving inside. And here that one vertical rod with the water pressure which is striking the ground, and this person who is moving that they are pulling the rope, and this rope is connected to the frictionless pulley there, and thereby there will be a strike to the ground. Along with the striking there is a huge water pressure is there. This pipe, you can see through that pipe the water pressure is coming. Water they have brought and they have kept in the tank here, and here they have made the pressure through the pump, and that by the pump they are just putting the pressure. They are doing the wash boring technique. Now rotary drilling and percussion drilling, these two are two different method of getting the rock sample. Rotary drilling means there will be one drill bit and that will be rotating and advancing into the ground. That is called as a rotary drilling, and it will give you it will bring rock samples. And percussion drilling means here it will be one chisel bit will be there, and that chisel bit will be continuously vibrating to the rock, and it will strike to the rock, and it will make a rock into pieces, and those pieces can be brought to the lab and